the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 6 p.m.
Now at 6, two groups face off at a local bar and the political dispute goes viral. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Dowd.
And I'm Suzanne Marquez. A conflict at an Atwater Village bar has now gone viral. One of the groups involved has been identified as a hate group. CBS 2's Adriana Weingold has both sides of the dispute.
Well, the incident is causing quite a stir both online and here in Atwater Village. Many people concerned over what happened here last night. Some people calling for this bar, the Griffin, to close its doors for good.
People were slaves, just like
the video that's now going viral shows a group of men wearing Make America Great Again hats, arguing with other bar patrons outside the Griffin in Atwater Village. People in the neighborhood identified the group as the Proud Boys. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, it's a hate group. Neighbors say they complained to management, but the Proud Boys were allowed to stay. Twitter has since exploded with posts about the incident. This tweet from Justin Caffier, a writer with Vice, has been retweeted thousands of times over. Hey, LA friends, just a heads up to stay away from the Griffin in Atwater Village. They accommodated a white supremacy group tonight and when pressed about it said the only color they see is green. Let's make sure they don't see much of that color anymore. The Proud Boys also responded on Twitter saying, "We were hanging out having beers. Josh and his friends showed up looking to start a problem. They did. Then they cried online. The end." It wasn't long before the owners of the Griffin also responded, saying in part, "Neither I nor my business partner support any Nazi or white supremacist groups, and this is not a Nazi bar. I advise that we use a tactic that I've used in the past with gang members or people that are obviously in there to cause problems. Kill them with kindness and they'll get bored and go away. It's my bar and I'm ultimately responsible for what happened last night, and I feel terrible and actually sick to my stomach." Now thousands of people have taken to Yelp, posting one-star reviews, urging people to avoid the Griffin.
I think it's a little frightening if this becomes a gathering point for this type of festering movement.
We did speak with the LAPD. They say they received a call about 10:30 last night that there was a fight here at the Griffin. When they arrived, they asked both sides to leave and they cooperated. In Atwater Village, Adriana Weingold, CBS 2 News.
The fire near Yosemite that killed a firefighter exploded in size overnight. It has now burned 4,000 acres and closed Highway 140 into the western end of the park. It is only 2% contained. Evacuations of nearby communities have now been ordered. CAL FIRE says drought-stricken trees are providing plenty of fuel for the flames. But so far, no buildings have burned. Yesterday, Braden Varney died while operating a bulldozer to build fire lines. Angelica Leilani tells us how he's being remembered tonight.
He was just such a nice young man, so kind and sweet, and had a beautiful young family.
The Ferguson fire burning in the Sierra National Forest has claimed the life of 36-year-old CAL FIRE dozer operator Braden Varney.
Everything he did, every job he did was just immaculate. It was perfect.
CAL FIRE officials say Braden was in a heavy bulldozer similar to this one. They say his job consisted of going through and pushing everything out of the way from the fire line to help create a buffer. CAL FIRE says his dozer went down into a steep, rough terrain area and rolled down into a canyon off a ridge top.
He just took pride in what his work was, what the work he could do.
Janetta Phillips, a Mariposa native, has known Braden for nearly 20 years. She says the community is feeling the loss, with Braden leaving behind his wife and 2 young children.
He was a really good dad, you know, and the kids, it's going to be, I don't know, the community will step in and help where they can.
A flag lowered at half staff in the town of Mariposa and at the state capitol. Braden's loss impacting the hearts of many, including his brothers and sisters in uniform.
This is truly a tragic event.
CAL FIRE says Braden was a bulldozer operator for a little more than 10 years, following in the footsteps of his father, who lost his battle to cancer a few years back.
Firefighters know this is a dangerous job, but we don't ever want to lose one of them, so we just thank everybody for their support.
Crews won't be able to retrieve Varney's body until at least tomorrow. The last death for CAL FIRE was in December when firefighter Corey Iverson was killed battling the Thomas fire.
More triple-digit temperatures are headed our way. CBS 2 meteorologist Markina Brown joins us live in studio with our first forecast. Markina.
Hey there, Suzanne, as we fly high above Santa Monica, where lots of folks are at the beach, and why not? It's a gorgeous day. But yeah, you're right. We have triple-digit temperatures on the way, and we also have increasing humidity, which is going to make it feel hotter than the actual air temperature. Taking a look at what's going on outside right now, we've got some showers and storms off to the east, very unstable out there. Before too long, we too will see at least a chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms in our forecast. But today, we are going to keep it nice and dry thanks to an area of high pressure that is in control. But as it builds, that area of high pressure, again, moisture will kick up our way from the south, and we will start to feel a big difference in the way things are kind of happening for us in the temperature department. It's going to feel maybe 5 to 8 degrees warmer than the actual air temperature. So when does all of this start, and how long will it stick around? We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. Until then, guys, back to you.
All right, Markina, thanks. A big response in Point Mugu after a man fell about 25 feet down a cliff. It happened this afternoon at Mugu Rock along PCH. The 30-year-old survived. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital. Well, a warning for anyone coming into LA tonight from Orange County on the 5 freeway. All northbound lanes will close at Rosecrans Avenue. Drivers will be diverted off the freeway and detoured to the 605 and then back to the 5. Crews will be removing overhead freeway signs and changing the K-rail configuration as part of a plan to widen the freeway.
The World Cup came to an end today with France beating Croatia 4-2. Around the world, people were glued to their TVs watching the final face-off. I know I was. In San Pedro, CBS 2's Lori Perez joined Croatia fans who hoped the team's Cinderella story would continue.
Champions, baby, world champions! Woo!
From elation to anguish. As France fans toasted victory in downtown LA, Croatia fans in San Pedro were celebrating a good effort.
We're just happy to get to the final. Whether we win or not, we're just happy to be here.
Despite tying it up early, there weren't enough joyous eruptions from Croatia fans, the smell of victory disappearing as quickly as the flare smoke. But there were no tears from this crowd.
I've been dreaming of this day since I was a little girl, so it's awesome.
A wave of another kind of red, white, and blue filled the street in front of the Croatian-American club. Hundreds rose with the sun to get a spot to watch Croatia v. France on the big screen in the heart of one of the country's largest Croatian-American communities.
Small country Croatia, this is an opportunity for people to see and get to know us a little better. Wow, one of the most beautiful countries you'll ever see.
For some, it was, in the end, disappointing deja vu. One fan showed us this front page from 1998.
20 years ago, same thing.
Capturing the heartache local fans had when France, yes, France, beat Croatia in the World Cup semifinals. We found the guy pictured here with his face in his hands. It's been a long 20 years.
Every major tournament, every game, you know, we've been following, we've been waiting for this very moment.
They got it. Unfortunately, a rematch with the same result. But for these fans, there's no less pride or hope.
Hopefully it won't be 20 years before they're back. We're back and winning.
In San Pedro, Lori Perez, CBS 2 News.
So much fun. You can see highlights from the match later in the newscast when Jill Arrington joins us with sports.
I wonder if a lot of the French restaurants, too, were celebrating
I'll
today.
bet.
Woke up early, maybe had a little mimosa, Bloody Mary, watched the game at 6 a.m. It's early.
Maybe they recorded it, too. It's a little early.
That's what I would have done. That's just me. All right, well, later in this newscast, we're going to take a look at what we could expect from the President Trump-President Putin summit that is just hours away.
Then the sweet success of turning candy into art. It's more about being a scientist than a chef. Plus,
and I thought, you know, this really isn't so bad. A lot of my things are still here.
Household items burned and blackened in the wine country fires taking on a new life. Meet the artists who are turning them into unique works of art.
But coming up next, a woman desperate to get away from her kidnappers finds a good Samaritan at a gas station, and it's all caught on video.
First, though, don't forget to check out our podcast, In the Air with Stu Mandel. It's available now at cbsla.com/audio or on apps like Apple Podcasts or Stitcher. He has new episodes every Friday.